Welcome to a new video and a new trap. And the game started with e4, e6, the French defense, d4, d5, knight d2, the Tarrasch variation, c5, knight f3, knight g to f3, knight f6, e5, knight d7, c3, knight c6, bishop d3, queen b6, castles, cd4, cd4, knight d4, knight d4, and now the sacrifice of the pawn on d4 is part of this system. Queen takes d4, knight to f3, and now the pawn on e5 is protected. Queen to b6, queen to a4, queen to b4, queen to c2, and now we notice that white almost finished his development, and he can start the attack against black's camp. So now inaccuracy or strategical blunder from black, playing a6, maybe queen c5 is better, trying to exchange the queens, and no problem for black. But with the h6, it's a strategical blunder because it allows white to increase his advantage and his pressure. So bishop to d2, development with initiative, with a tempo. Queen to b6, rook to c1, rook a1, bishop to e7, trying now to castle, queen to a4, and a6. So white in this position has more than compensation for the pawn, and it's very obvious and very clear. So a6 also not so good. Rook to c2, castles, and now with this castling, maybe this is a blunder from black because it allows rook takes c8, rook takes c8, and queen takes d7. So exchanging the rook for two pieces, and this is good for white. But white in this position prefers to continue his attack against the black king. So queen to g4, excellent move. The attack is much better now. So king to h8, trying to escape with the king because the bishop will attack on h6. So queen to h5 also, white insisting on the attack on h6. f4 trying to block, sorry, f7 to f5 trying to block the bishops, and especially the bishop on d2, the black's bishop, black square bishop. So anyway, white starts his attack because he is more than ready. So we can notice now black's pieces away from the king, and the king is in the corner. So bishop take h6, gh6, queen h6, king g8, queen g6, king h8, and rook f to c1, and ready to start the attack. So queen to d8, going back, queen h6, king g8, queen takes e6, and now gaining more material. Bishop, rook to f7, bishop takes f5, knight f8, attacking the queen, and now with a clear and direct attack, tactical attack from white will win the game. So rook takes c8, knight takes e6, bishop takes e6, rook takes c8, rook takes c8, queen c8, bishop c8, and now rook and bishop against bishop and knight, and 6 pawns for 3, and now we can gain one more. Bishop takes b7, bishop to a3, in case a takes, rook takes, and maybe can black do something, but white is ready to continue his battle. Bishop takes d5, rook c7, g4, of course, opening the way for the king to escape, and not allowing the rook to give a back rank mate. So bishop takes b2, e6, and now you notice the pawn on e6 is very powerful now. King to g2, rook to c2, knight to d4, rook to d2, knight to f5 check, king f6, bishop to c4, bishop to c5, e7, and now almost queening, but black is forced to take the pawn with the bishop. So knight takes, bishop takes e7, knight takes e7, king takes e7, bishop takes a6, rook takes a2, and bishop to d3, and bishop and 3 pawns against a lonely rook is more than enough for a win. So because of this, black resign. So sometimes you don't have to commit a clear blunder or to give a piece or material without compensation, but strategically may cost you to lose the game. So h6 in this position is a blunder, tactical or strategical blunder, allows white to win and increase his pressure against the black's camp. So this is our video for today. Thank you for watching, and see you next video and next trap. Bye.